In physical properties, again we will come to 2 points. One is the boiling point, and next is the solubility. Okay, so one by one we will discuss about these two. Now, in case of carboxylic acids, if we see to the structure R, C double bond O, O, H, R, C double bond O, O and H. These are two molecules of carboxylic acid we have written. Okay. Now, what happens? We see that every time hydrogen bonding is present when hydrogen is attached to nitrogen, oxygen or fluorine, then it makes hydrogen bonding with the neighboring oxygen. So here what is there? In between two molecules of carboxylic acid, one side hydrogen bonding is made here, another side it is made here. That means the nature of hydrogen bonding is extensive. It is extensive hydrogen bonding. Okay. So because of this, the molecules are attached to each other very strong, and that is why boiling point of carboxylic acids are very high. Okay. If we compare their boiling points to alcohols, then also their boiling point is higher. If higher than alcohol, that means higher than all compounds which we have studied, because the compounds which we have studied, out of them alcohols were having the highest value for a boiling point because they were having hydrogen bonding, but because they have more extensive hydrogen bonding than alcohols also, so their boiling point is very high or highest among the compounds which we have studied. Okay. Even if you see water molecule also has hydrogen bonding. When something is not dissolved, then even if we talk about the melting point or boiling point of water, then it is also high because of, again, the same reason, hydrogen bonding. We know, but then when water is converted from solid to liquid and liquid to gaseous phase, then in gaseous phase hydrogen bonding does not exist. Molecules separate from each other and they move apart, water molecules. But in case of carboxylic acid, even when it is in vapor state, then they don't separate out. They are present in the form of dimer. Means when you are boiling it, converting into vapor, then the long chain which was connected, that will break. But the two molecules will not separate from each other, and they even exist in the vapor phase also as dimer. Okay, so this is a specialty of carboxylic acids. Okay, then after boiling point, if we talk about the physical state, then you know that carboxylic acid CH3COOH, 2 carbon atom COOH, these are existing in liquid state. Generally we have seen that the first few members are gaseous, then liquid, then solid. But in case of acids, we see that the starting members even are liquid. Again, because of the extensive hydrogen bonding present in them, the molecules are associated and hence they exist in the liquid state. Okay. Next thing about solubility. The same will apply to solubility also, that when we talk about the solubility, lower members are soluble. See, because we are studying organic compounds, so highly soluble there will be no compound, because organic dissolve in organic better. But as compared to others, when we are comparing from other organic compounds, then their solubility is good because of the formation of hydrogen bonding. We have seen that alcohols are also soluble in water. Same way, acids, acetic acid and lower acids, lower atomic mass, lower molecular mass acids are easily soluble. Why? Because that time the length of chain is small, carbon chain is small, that means hydrophobic part is less and the charged part, that is CH3COOH, so this is ionic part, this is hydrophobic, this is hydrophilic part. Because the hydrophobic part is small, so the lower members are quite soluble because this part is making hydrogen bonding with water. But as the length of this chain increases, then the solubility also decreases. Clear? Again, the remaining principles for solubility will remain same. These are physical properties which we were supposed to discuss. Now the next thing is their chemical properties. Chemical properties of carboxylic acid. As we are calling them acids, that these are acidic in nature. Now, when we have seen reactions of alcohol, phenol, and then we have come to acids. Then when we were talking about alcohol, if you remember, ROH, when they react with metal, then they were giving RONA, sodium alkoxide, plus hydrogen gas was released. This reaction was given by alcohol. This reaction is also given by phenol. That phenols, when react with metal, give phenoxide, sodium ONA, plus hydrogen gas is liberated. And whenever hydrogen gas is liberated, the nature of the substance is considered to be acidic. Similarly, as these two compounds were giving these reactions, acids also give this reaction. When carboxylic acids are treated with metals like sodium, highly reactive metal, they give RCOONA, sodium acetate is formed, plus hydrogen gas is released. So this reaction is common for all three, which shows their acidic behavior, that they are acidic in nature. But we have seen that this was not giving litmus test, means the acidity is very less, cannot be judged with the help of litmus paper. Phenols were giving litmus test. Why we are doing this? Because we want to know the test which can help us to distinguish between these three acidic substances. Litmus test is also given by acids, better than phenol. Okay. That means litmus test can help us to distinguish alcohol from phenol. It can also help to distinguish us from alcohol and acid. But it cannot distinguish a phenol from acid because both will give this test. Okay. Now, next reaction that time we had written was phenols react with NaOH, alkali, to form salt and water. This reaction was not given by alcohol. That means the acidity of alcohol is not that much that it reacts with a base to form salt and water. So again, we can use this reaction to distinguish between alcohol and phenol. But this reaction is given by acid. RCOOH plus NaOH will also give RCOONA plus H2O. That means acids react with base to give salt and water. So phenol and acid have the same reaction with bases. So they cannot be distinguished with the help of this reaction. Okay, now we come to third reaction. Two we have discussed, the third one we have to see. That when acids RCOOH react with sodium carbonate or NaHCO3 bicarbonates, then they form salt RCOONA plus CO2 plus H2O, and this CO2 is evolved with brisk effervescence. Okay, so salt, carbon dioxide gas with brisk effervescence, SCEN. Okay, so this reaction is given by acids and the brisk effervescence of carbon dioxide comes up in the test tube and we come to know that some reaction has occurred. That is only possible with acids. Phenols, when taken for this reaction, will not perform the reaction. So we got one reaction to distinguish acids from phenol. For alcohol and acids we have many reactions we have seen. Means litmus test also can help us, then reaction with NaOH also can help us to distinguish alcohol from acid. But till now all reactions were common for phenol and acid. This last one is able to distinguish the two. Acids will give this reaction to give brisk effervescence. Phenols will not give this test. Okay, so this shows the acidic behavior of carboxylic acids and also that they are more acidic as compared to alcohol and phenol, because what these two cannot give, that reaction is again given by acids. After this, comparison of the acidity. Now we have seen that how it behaves in it shows its acidic behavior. Now we will see that comparison between the acidity of alcohols and carboxylic acid, then phenol and carboxylic acid. So first, alcohol and carboxylic acids, comparison of acidity. In alcohol, ROH is there. In carboxylic acid, RC double bond OH is there. Okay. In case of carboxylic acids, when this H leaves as H positive, then only its acidic behavior is shown. In alcohol also, when this H leaves as H positive, then its acidic behavior is shown. So after losing this, let us see, it will form alkoxide, it will form carboxylate ion. Now this carboxylate ion is stabilized by resonance, means this negative will come here, this will go here, and the next structure becomes R, C, this will be negative and double bond O will be here. But in case of alcohol, no resonance stabilization. And whenever there are resonance stabilization, means suppose this H suppose is like a weight which you are holding in hand. Suppose you are holding some heavy weight and raising your hand up. So it is difficult to hold a weight up and hold it for long time. What you will prefer that you drop this weight and then you will be stable. Your hand will come down. So same is true for this. If the ion which is formed after losing is stable, then that will be done fast. That means after losing H positive, the remaining carboxylate ion is stabilized by resonance. So it tries to lose it fast so that it can be stable. In case of alcohol, what is there? After losing H positive, this ion has no resonance stabilization. There is no way by which it can be stabilized more. So it is not in hurry to lose H positive, though it will lose, but it is not so much interested to lose it. That is why its acidic behavior is less as compared to acids. Okay. So this is the reason that why acids are more acidic than alcohol, because they are stabilized by resonance and alcohols are not. This is the reason for alcohols and acids. Now second, phenols and acids. Phenols and carboxylic acid. Again, out of the two, carboxylic acids are more acidic. Now, in case of phenols, OH, carboxylic acid, again same R, C double bond O, O and H. Again, when this H goes as H positive, the leftover is R, C double bond O, O negative, which is stabilized by resonance, and it forms R, C, O negative, double bond O. In case of phenol, when H is lost as H positive, then the remaining molecule is phenoxide ion, O negative, which is also stabilized by resonance. This is also stabilized by resonance. This is also stabilized by resonance. But when we see the resonating structures of phenoxide ion, then this negative will come here, this will go here. Next structure I am making, only one structure we will make. This will become, in case of phenol, if we see, when H is lost as H positive, H is lost as H positive, then O is left as negative. Then in second case, this negative will come here and this will come here. So this will be forming double bond here, and negative is coming on the carbon atom. So because carbon atom is less electronegative as compared to oxygen, so less electronegative atom is getting negative charge. Here in case of carboxylic acid, we see more electronegative, out of the two is getting negative charge, hence it will be more resonance stabilized. Even if positive we don't show here, then also it is not stabilized. Clear? So this is the reason for phenols and carboxylic acids. Okay, now third thing, that is, now we have discussed that alcohol and when alcohol and acids compared, acids are more acidic because of resonance stabilization. Phenol and acids, again acids are more stabilized because of more stable resonating structures. Now the third we have to discuss is, that is about aromatic acids and aliphatic acids. Okay. Now, when we compare aromatic acids and aliphatic acids like R, COOH and okay, now when we compare these two, Then out of these two, aromatic acids are more acidic as compared to aliphatic acids. Now the reason, in case of aromatic acids, now first we see that when it is acting as acid, C double bond O, O and H, what is actually happening? This H has to go as H positive, then only it will be acting as acid. Now this bond which is present between O and H has to be pulled by O so that H can go easily. Now anything which exerts the pull towards oxygen will help this hydrogen to be lost easily. That means suppose if some electron withdrawing group, if in place of this R, if I take CH3 and one of the H if I replace by chlorine atom, which is showing minus I effect, then what will happen? Because of the minus I effect, pulling effect will be transferred and this will be broken easily because of the pulling effect of this halogen atom attached, minus I effect, and H will be released easily. Okay, but when we are talking about without substitution acids, that means simply H is here, that means this is a methyl group present here. Now when methyl group is present, we know that methyl group shows plus I effect instead of minus I effect. So what is happening? Though it is true that bond between O and H breaks, the resulting structure is stabilized by resonance. So the bond between the two breaks and acid, it shows its acidic property, but still the factor, this factor which is present here, that is plus I effect of methyl group which is present here, will decrease its acidic behavior when it is compared to aromatic acid. If we are not comparing it to aromatic acid, then it is a strong acid. Still, organic acids are much weaker as compared to mineral acids. Their acidity is much less as compared to mineral acids, but among the acidic behavior of organic compounds, then their acidic behavior is highest. But when we compare it to the aromatic acid, then they are more acidic, not too much acidic, but little difference is there in the acidic behavior of aromatic and aliphatic because of this effect. Now in case of benzoic acid, what happens? C double bond O, OH. Now the carbon atom which is attached to benzene ring is attached to a carbon which is having a double bond. That means this carbon is sp2 hybridized. The carbon to which it is attached is sp3 hybridized. And we know that when hybridization is sp2, then what happens? This bond between this and this carbon is pulled towards the carbon because of the sp2 character. We know that S character is more, so because of that electronegativity of this carbon is higher and it pulls toward it. In this case, what is happening? It has plus I effect. Here this, because of sp2 hybridization, it has little pulling effect, and because of this the loss of H positive becomes little easier as compared to this. Hence aromatic acids are more acidic as compared to aliphatic. Okay, but when it comes to formic acid, then formic acid is more acidic than benzoic acid, and then there is acetic acid, because though it is true that it is sp2 hybridized, but still it is a carbon with hydrogen. And because here in this case there is no carbon, only directly hydrogen is attached, so whatever plus I effect is possible, it is totally absent in case of formic acid. In case of benzoic acid, plus I effect is possible, but it is cancelled because of the sp2 nature of this. That is why As compared to this, it is more acidic. But when we compare it to formic acid is the most acidic out of the three. Okay. But this condition applies only when there are not substituents present in this R group. As we just substitute them with some halogen atoms and other, then this order will change, because again the minus I effect will come into action, which will cancel the effect of plus I effect here. Okay, so that we will see. But first, for the basic three acids, we remember that formic, then benzoic, and then acetic acid.
Ma'am, what about phenyl acetic acid?
Phenyl acetic acid will be after this. Means then phenyl acetic acid, then benzoic, then that is aliphatic acid. Okay. First, we come to the substituents now. Now, when we come to the minus I effects of these groups, then in minus I effect, nitro group, cyano group, and then halogens. First, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, then okay, means when aliphatic acids are substituted by any of these groups, then these groups are going to show their minus I effect and the acidic nature is going to increase. Okay, nitro group will have the highest effect, cyano group, then fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine. That means CH2, NO2, COOH, means CH3, COOH. In place of that, we have written CH2, NO2, COOH. This will be more acidic than CH2, CN, COOH. This will be more acidic than CH2F, COOH, and so on. But suppose I do the substitution CHF2COOH. What I have done, that in the F and H, two hydrogens have been substituted by fluorine. Now the acidity of this will be more, and it will be CHF2 is more acidic than CH2, NO2, COOH. Okay, when if it is di-substituted, then its strength will be more as compared to nitroacetic acid. If it is 3, one more H's, then CF3, COOH will be stronger acid as compared to CHF2, COOH, and then it will be CH2, NO2, COOH. Now question comes that if it is also replaced 3 times, then that means it will be the strongest, because we said that the order of acidity is highest for nitro group and then it is for halogens. But trifluoroacetic acid is the strongest acid, organic acid out of all derivative of acids. Some other factors come into action, that is the size, because size of NO2 is bigger. So some bulky factor, tri-substitution is not effective, and such reasons cause this acid to be the strongest acid out of all derivatives of organic acids which we are making. So CF3COH, then others in the sequence. So presence of a group showing minus I effect increases the acidic character, because I explained you that causes the ease of breaking bond between O and H. If plus I group is present, then that will cause the decrease in the acidic behavior. Okay, so after this, now we will compare it for aromatic acids also. In case of aromatic acids, if we see, same will happen. If a group like nitro group is present, then the acid character of the benzoic acid will further increase because of the presence of electron withdrawing or minus I effect group. Similarly, a group like methyl group, which is a plus I effect group, is present, then that will result in decrease of the acidic character of benzoic acid. Now see, this topic itself is a very big topic, but what is required for the CBSE course, that is this much enough. You know that the position of minus I effect will increase the acidity, plus I effect will decrease the stability, because there are large number of variation in it. If the substituent is present on ortho position or meta position or para position, then the conditions will be little varying. Sometimes it will be more when the substituent is present on ortho, sometimes it will be more for meta position. So there are many conditions prevailing in this, but that is not covered up in CBSE. So that is why we just know what is required for our exam, that if plus I effect is there, we will be saying that acidity is going to decrease, and minus I group will cause the acidity to increase. Okay.